So I'm asked this question a lot over the years if flat Earth is a salvation issue. And I'd always say no, because we're indoctrinated to believe that we live on a globe in an inverted world, an inverted Earth. So we're indoctrinated out the womb to believe this. So God knows this. So knowing that, I don't believe it could be a salvation issue. It wouldn't make any sense. But I will say that some people, you believe that lie your whole life, the globe lie. You might be an atheist because of this. You might not understand biblical creation. You might not understand where the center of God's creation separated between heavenly bodies of water. You might not understand that. And you'll believe in the space lie your whole life. You'll believe you're a grain of salt hurling through an infinite space vacuum. And that can take people away from God. So I've thought in perspective over the past few weeks, and I'm thinking it's not a salvation issue, but people make it one. Because, like I said, these people, they live a lie. So living a lie, you might live a life of deceit, or you might, not knowing the truth, you might live a messed up life because you didn't have truth. So you might be a sinner, you might live a very cynical life. And that can take you away from God, easily. I know atheists that found flat Earth, and now they're Bible-believing Christians. But I've noticed that it's hard to get Bible-believing Christians to believe in flat Earth, which is pretty ironic and ridiculous if you ask me. But that's just what the truth does. Once they learn the truth that space is a lie and we're not just this ball rock hurling through an infinite space vacuum, once you realize we're the center of God's creation, it just changes your whole perspective on life. And then you realize that, wait, we're a part of this creation. This creation's crazy. How are we between these bodies of water? And then you start to realize that life is so crazy and that it requires a creator. With the waters above and the waters beneath the firmament, yeah, there's a body of water underneath the ocean as well. And if you don't believe that, there's footage out there. I certainly have shared the video many times. Mike DeGroy was down there in a submarine, and he's an explorer, filmmaker, and he tried to descend in it, but he couldn't. And it's because it's the firmament, separates us from the waters beneath the firmament. They are calling it a brine lake. That's what they call it, a brine lake. They have an excuse for everything. But there is waters beneath the firmament. There's a body of water beneath the firmament. Interesting how he died in a helicopter crash. His video footage is awesome. Also interesting how James Cameron basically recaptured that same footage not long after. And yeah, I don't know if I trust James Cameron, but that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, we are 100% beneath a body of water, and like I said, there's water beneath the ocean as well. They're keeping that from us. They don't want us to know that we're the center of God's creation. They don't. Geocentrism is what the world needs to study. You need to forget heliocentrism and study geocentrism. So, but anyway, can it be a salvation issue? I think people make it